Welcome to Part 1 of our training course on asbestos, Class 3 and Class 4 workers. This part is designed for persons designated as Class 4 asbestos workers. This training course is divided into 3 separate learning parts. The first part, Asbestos Awareness, will describe asbestos, its health effects, where it is commonly found, and ways to prevent exposure. Asbestos became a popular commercial product because of its strength, durability, insulating properties, and fire resistance. Over the years, asbestos has been used in many ways. Pipe insulation, automotive brakes, shingles, wallboard, and blown-in insulation are just a few of the products that once contained asbestos. Unfortunately, asbestos fibers pose a serious health hazard if inhaled. Although the federal government suspended production of most asbestos products in the early 1970s, installation of these products continued through the late 1970s and even into the early 1980s. After World War II and for the next 30 years, people who constructed and renovated schools and other public buildings used asbestos and asbestos-containing materials extensively. They used asbestos-containing materials primarily to fireproof, insulate, soundproof, and decorate. The Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, estimates that there are asbestos-containing materials in most of the nation's approximately 107,000 primary and secondary schools and 733,000 public and commercial buildings. Although the use of asbestos has dramatically decreased, it is still found in many residential and commercial settings. As these asbestos-containing materials start to deteriorate and release asbestos fibers, they pose a significant health risk to workers and others. An awareness of asbestos and its health hazards is critical to protecting yourself and others. This general awareness training will describe asbestos, its hazards, and methods to eliminate or reduce exposure to asbestos fibers. Learning objectives. After completing this training, you will be able to recognize asbestos, identify where it is commonly found, recognize operations that could result in asbestos exposure, describe the potential health effects of exposure to asbestos, and cite common precautions and work practices that should be taken to avoid exposure.